Welcome back to round number 5 of our Pokemon Champions Tournament, the first one here at Psycho Turtle in Pico Rivera, California. I am Dennis Geisler. I am joined by Lucy Parker, who's been here the whole time. I haven't. I just got here.
What do you mean? You've been here the whole time.
I've been here the whole time.
Yes.
I transformed. Jose transformed into me.
Somewhere in the...
We're getting into round number 5. We have 6 rounds of Swiss today, so a lot of Pokemon to be seen. But we're getting into crunch time for making top cut here. And for this round, we have Griffin Peters and Jeremy Shacket, who are both at 3-1 on the day so far.
Okay, yeah, that's...
So a win gets you into a pretty nice spot for top cut, and a loss puts you in a much more difficult spot. But in any case, Griffin is running that Mega Gardevoir with the Mousehold, Garchomp, Sneasler, Kingambit, and Talonflame. Jeremy is running the double Megas, the Blastoise and the Scizor, with Sableye, Bascu Legion, Farigiraf, and Archaludon. What sticks out about these teams? They're pretty interesting.
I mean, Griffin's team is the most unique team we've seen so far on stream because we've just been seeing a lot of Archaludon, Rain, or Scovillain.
That's fair, but I do think Jeremy's team is pretty interesting.
Yeah,
it has the Sableye, the Blastoise is a big aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like, it does have the Archaludon, but it feels like it's a lot more revolving around
The Blastoise,
the Blastoise and even the Scizor as the secondary option. I assume, actually, we could see it here. The Bullet Punch would be kind of nice into that Gardevoir. It resists both of Gardevoir's stabs as well, so that could be an option that Jeremy wants to go for. But the Blastoise, I mean, doesn't really matter if you just hit really hard with Water Spout. Yeah, it is the Blastoise there. Armor Tail is active on both sides, which is interesting.
It's really, that is really
because of the Trace, which I really like. So I was talking to Jeremy a little bit going into this about his strategy with this team, and the big thing is leading the Fridge Blastoise and then calling the 50-50 right here of whether they are going to try to stop you from getting Trick Room up or attacking the Blastoise to make sure it doesn't get a full power Water Spout.
Yeah.
And especially noting that, the Farigiraf doesn't have the Mental Herb and the Mousehold has Taunt. So there will be an opportunity for Griffin to completely shut that option down. And so this is honestly one of the better this is one of the better situations, honestly, for someone in Griffin's position, because you can just go for something like a Hyper Voice plus a Taunt.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense that Jeremy wants to switch around a little bit, gets in the Bascu Legion. And there is that Mega Gardevoir. Fairly fast, incredibly strong in terms of hard-hitting special moves, and has that Pixelate, of course, to boost that fairy damage and make that Hyper Voice fairy type. There's the Blastoise, gets the Mega Launcher, and it is the Super Fang. That's really, really smart there from Griffin. Doesn't pick up the KO, but it is going to be the Dark Pulse. Yeah. Neutral damage into the Gardevoir. Not going to do
not a lot of damage.
Yeah, that did not do a lot at all.
I suppose you're not getting stab boosts.
Yeah, you're not getting stab boost. You're getting Mega Launcher.
Sure, you're getting Mega Launcher, but
keep in mind as well, Mega Gardevoir has very good special defense. Basically, all of the Mega stats go into a little into speed, a lot into special attack, and a pretty substantial amount into special defense. You can become pretty specially bulky.
Yeah, especially considering that a lot of Gardevoirs are going a lot bulkier this regulation.
Mm-hmm.
So, and especially Friend Guard from Mousehold too.
Oh, and Friend Guard as well. So all of that helping it out.
So much in Gardevoir's stable that is just helping keep it from not taking a whole lot of damage from either.
And it puts Gardevoir in a really good spot here because Mousehold can just click Follow Me.
Avoid the potential last respects, even though I don't know how much damage it's going to do. We're gonna see.
I was gonna say it feels very likely that Jeremy is just gonna call it and go into flip turn, but even still, it means that something is about to eat a Hyper Voice here.
Yeah, and hopefully it's not something. And hopefully it's something that doesn't.
I mean, how much on this team really wants to take it at this point? I doubt we're gonna see the Scizor without the Mega here, and at that point,
the only thing that would be vaguely okay with getting Hyper Voice.
Yeah, nobody else is pretty happy with it.
And then even then, because Mousehold is still on the field,
it is the Farigiraf coming right back in.
Scizor can't do a whole lot to try and stop the Gardevoir.
That's also true. Yeah, there is the Hyper Voice. And does a pretty nice chunk to Farigiraf. That's actually that is just above the amount that it would take for it to activate Citrus, which is incredibly annoying for Jeremy.
Oh, numbers.
Although honestly, actually, it is probably better for Jeremy, actually, because now the Super Fang will do less damage in terms of, like, straight-up damage.
Yeah.
I think regardless, it won't really matter. Actually, maybe it'll allow for a draft to take it.
There's a very low chance that that number matters that much, just because I think the mouse hold could potentially just...
We're just going to see the mouse hold switch out, which makes some sense. We're going into King Gambit.
Yeah, because Blastoise...
Ooh, the double
Blastoise
protect for the Blastoise, maybe trying to get the Trick Room up this turn, but we're going to see the Hyper Voice, and it does just take out the Fur Giraffe anyway, so it was a range on the first one. That's super annoying for Jeremy, not getting to the Citrus range and then dropping to the second one. That's a little unfortunate, but...
The possible low roll into, like, any other roll.
And now Griffin's in an amazing spot because that Basculegion is completely gone. Sucker Punch, see ya.
Archaludon doesn't have rain up, so it can't really... It can flash cannon the Gardevoir,
I mean, it's a it's a 1v4 basically at this point because Bask is completely gone.
I forgot Bask was like that chipped.
Yeah. Well, and even on top of being that chipped, it's Scarf, so it's not like it has literally any way out of Sucker Punch right now.
Yeah.
I guess Aqua Jet?
Yeah, but that's not doing a lot to either of these.
It's not doing a lot, but I think it has to be the lock.
Yeah, it's keeping Bask kind of alive, but then...
But also King Gambit can just kowtow, I guess, like instead of Sucker.
And even, like, it doesn't do enough to Gardevoir. Gardevoir might outspeed the Archaludon here.
Yeah.
And then...
Gardevoir probably
Archaludon just...
Speed Arch? I don't know.
It
depends.
Yeah,
it's IDK, it depends.
It's really build dependent, and since Aqua Jet won't pick up the Gardevoir, Bask just goes down to a Hyper Voice anyways at this range. Like, it is really, really not a great position for Jeremy.
That was a weird turn.
Yeah, but I think just maybe taking it. Oh, we're gonna see.
I've been getting attacked by Pollen.
I didn't see a Pollen.
Ooh, the side Aqua Jet into the Arch. I like that.
Yeah, that's cool. We're gonna see the Hyper Voice. Archaludon survives. The Hyper Voice gets another.
It does not take the Hyper Voice all that well.
No, it really doesn't.
It probably drops to another one if it doesn't KO there, and it does not.
Do we get to see the Spadaf drop at least? No.
And that might have been the Friend Guard making the difference there. No, not exactly. I don't think mathematically that was Friend Guard, but it was pretty close.
Yeah, that might have been like a low roll. That might have just been like a low damage roll anyways. And then Friend Guard just like made it even more apparent. Yeah,
that's a possibility. But
I mean,
regardless, the next Hyper Voice will do it.
Yeah.
And that's a 4-0 for Griffin.
Yep. And we didn't even see what the third was, or the fourth was.
And keep in mind, a lot of it was just turn one called right.
Yeah. A really, really good turn one for Griffin.
Yeah, we will see. And the Gardevoir does outspeed the Arch. We kind of saw it in the last few turns, but I want to bring special attention to
Unless it's one of those amazing things where they're just speed tied and Griffin just keeps winning.
Yeah, and they're speed tied at a kind of weird speed stat.
Yeah.
In any case, going into game number 2. Shh, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. Going into game number 2, Jeremy probably has to make some changes here. I like the idea of having Sableye around, even though, I mean, you have a Roselli. If you're not using Roselli to beat Gardevoir, I don't know why you have it on this Pokemon. And I don't hate the idea of having Scizor out on the field as well. Scizor matches up decent against a lot of these mons.
Yeah.
Although part of the problem is that he didn't even see all the mons last time.
I think even though like Sableye is kind of feels like a weird bring into the Gardevoir, you need light screen.
Yeah, I think the light screen is really important.
You need light screen, and sure, Reflect helps Bask stay alive into that King Gambit. It's still not going to matter that much because it's still a King Gambit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I just really think
potentially just being able to spread around Thunder Waves is really nasty.
I just really think Scizor is really important in this matchup. And I guess I don't know exactly how much Bullet Punch does to Gardevoir, but
Yeah.
I feel like if you're Jeremy, you need to kind of get the mouse hold dealt with in a fairly timely manner, and then have Scizor start running things over. Because Scizor does have like really, really great coverage against a lot of Griffin's Pokemon. Not all of them, but some of them.
Taryn, am I going insane, or was the world shaking a lot?
There was a kind of weird shaking noise. I think it was like an upstairs
It
AC
was like a
or
really
something.
loud thump, 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 thump. Oh, okay. Okay.
There's a raccoon in the...
I thought it was like it was like just somebody driving around with like really big speakers.
When I was a kid, my family had raccoons in the attic. They just kept like climbing around. Or no, it was squirrels. It was squirrels that kept climbing into our attic. And they had like specific holes that they climbed into, and they just thump around. And my mom works from home, or she did. And
Unfortunately, I think we have to.
and so she had to deal with that squirrel all day.
I think we had to end story time there. We're starting game 2.
I like this. I like this lead from Jeremy. I like this switch up.
Yeah.
Adaptability going on. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because it's gonna change when it mega evolves. But adaptability going on to Gardevoir was kind of scary.
I mean, that's like we've seen it.
I guess
we've seen it happen twice where Gardevoir picks up a really scary ability and then just like
it megas
potentially-
immediately because there's no reason not to. Yeah.
It loses that ability immediately.
So yeah, this does give Jeremy a lot of priority. Not like, well, priority in Sableye's case, but also just you have Sableye and Basculegion moving before either of Griffin's Pokemon.
Yeah.
The question is what you do with it.
I think maybe you...
I wonder if you just straight up launch a Wave Crash.
Essentially. I think you maybe like protect Gardevoir and then taunt the Sableye. And hope that the...
Oh, wow. Okay, it is Follow Me, which makes sense.
Yeah, this might just
to
be
let Gardevoir get to do something.
There's the light screen.
It's light screen. I would love to see Wave Crash here. It's probably going to be Flip Turn, but... Oh, let's go! And it takes out the mouse hold! I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It'll take a decent chunk of damage back, although not a ton. Mousehold doesn't have a lot of base HP.
Yeah.
You do take the Hyper Voice. Roselli will pop. Sableye should eat this.
With the light screen, that's...
Yeah, both of them should take it.
Yeah,
it's not comfy, but both of them will take it.
That was not a lot of damage into the Sableye, all things considered. Just because, like...
With the Roselli, it was
like,
pretty
Roselli,
nice.
a light screen helped so much. And now we have Basculegion coming in.
Yeah, now we gotta come down to earth a little bit, because we do have King Gambit on the field. Sucker Punch threatens Basculegion. Although at the same time, you are threatening Gardevoir a little bit with the Thunder Wave.
Yeah.
And you can also set up Reflect.
Yeah. I think maybe just like reflecting and calling that Gardevoir might just protect to avoid a Thunder Wave for a turn and just Sucker Punch with the King Gambit into the Basculegion and hope that like Bas goes down or because a free swap from Bask isn't terrible here.
Yeah.
Like with Mousehold down, Gardevoir.
No switches straight up. I kind of like that.
We're gonna see.
We'll see the Rain Dance.
Okay,
That's
so
interesting.
we're gonna see maybe the King Gambit. I'm getting a call from the King Gambit.
Ooh, it was Wave Crash into the
Gardevoir.
Gardevoir. But that means King Gambit is just swinging. It goes for the Kowtow. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because
Punish
you're kind
the
of reading, you're reading that the other player is going to read the Sucker Punch, which we've seen now twice this set.
And like also like just.
But that does mean the Rain Dance is up for Blastoise.
Yeah.
And now Thunder Wave Water Spout is
Very active.
extremely active.
Or potentially even like.
I guess you are a little worried
like-
about Sucker, but
I
even
think
then, you're
could
still
just,
doing
like,
a big chunk.
Aurasphere the King Gambit.
You could Aurasphere the King Gambit.
Like that.
I guess I'm still worried a little bit about, okay, do you actually have a route through Gardevoir in the end game? Because you're losing Sableye to Gardevoir this turn if you don't KO the Gardevoir right now.
In most cases, yeah.
We will see the Mega on the Blastoise right there.
Hello, Mega Blastoise.
Big fan of Mega Blastoise.
We're gonna see a Sucker
It
Punch.
is Sucker Punch. How much does this do? That's a
Quite a lot.
nice little chunk.
You do not want to...
And it is Thunder Wave into the Gardevoir.
I think in front of King Gambit, unless Farigiraf is on the field, you never want to go for a Water Spout. Just because you're just always going to be taking a large chunk from those Sucker Punches.
Yeah, it's just you're still in rain, you're still Mega Blastoise. I guess I'm most concerned here about how much that this Hyper Voice does, assuming it goes off, which paralysis.
We
do see the Hyper Voice.
And
it does take out the Sableye.
We did see in game 1, or not in game 1, in round 1, Sableye's paralysis mattering a lot into a Sylveon. And Sylveon just not being able to do anything.
I guess I'm just worried here that, like, okay, the last Pokemon is Archaludon. I'm not, yeah, especially with Sneasler as the last Mon here, I'm not that convinced that Jeremy has a way through this Gardevoir. It's gonna need to come through the Arch Flash Cannon, I guess. What's nice for Griffin is that he has the speed priority on Sneasler regardless, although keep in mind this is Sash Sneasler, this is not White Herb.
Yeah.
So...
And
you do have you do take a free hit even, which is also really convenient. Like, you can kind of just launch Close Combat into Arch.
Yeah.
And, like...
And Blastoise...
What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, sure, Blastoise can't really do a whole lot. Like,
Blastoise can't take out Gardevoir at this point.
Dark Pulse doesn't do a lot.
Yeah, Dark Pulse doesn't do a lot, and Dark Pulse does the most. Because, yeah, we'll see the Arch Protect, but...
Water Spout, sure, you're rain boosted.
Yeah, like, not...
but you're like...
just a double protect.
Yeah, you're so low.
Strange.
Dodge a fake out.
Out the fake
I don't think that matters that much.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think it was going to be fake out regardless. And now you're giving up any protect option. Because I think this play, the Close Combat plus Hyper Voice, like, what does Jeremy do about it?
Nothing.
Yeah, like Arch does not have a stamina boost up yet. It will take a strong chunk to Close Combat. But we will see.
Yeah.
I like that we get different music than the people on the stream get, because we're getting really fun, happy music. That and y'all are getting the epic battle music.
I don't know what got picked, and I wish I could see what got picked. That way I could...
Close Combat, ooh, into the Blastoise. Yeah. I don't dislike that, honestly, because you do get the Blastoise out of the way, and you
now
know
you're doing
that...
single target...
yeah, now you're doing single target Hyper Voice. It is going to be the Electro Shot. I like this in theory, I just don't know that you have enough time to get away with it.
You do not.
Because at the end of the day, you're going to need multiple hits to take out both these Pokemon, unless it's a crit, I guess. Well, no, this isn't a Sneasler, so the Sash is going to...
Yeah, the Sash always...
keep it around.
You needed 3 hits in order to do this.
Minimum 3 hits. That's assuming Gardevoir doesn't take multiple. That's...
Or, like, Gardevoir taking...
With Light Screen, that is less than I thought it would be. Actually, but also, Light Screen should be expiring right about now.
I think this might be the last
there it is.
Yeah, this is the last Light Screen. And now we're saying, and now I think it is
now Close Combat Hyper Voice should do it.
Close Combat endgame, and Close Combat probably picks up just because it's +1.
What do we? Oh well, the leftovers.
Oh yeah, that
handshake leftovers. I get it. Yeah, I don't know what combination of events can take place for Jeremy to get through this one. I guess just sitting on leftovers and maybe taking 2 close combats.
It has to be,
which feels ridiculous. Taking 2 close combats here.
Take a close combat. Sneasler goes down, and then
I think you have to.
And then you protect this turn.
I think Gardevoir does more damage than Sneasler. I think you have to KO Gardevoir right now.
Actually, yeah, Gardevoir probably is.
And even then, I don't know that Flash Cannon +1 is going to be enough.
It might be.
It might be.
It depends on investments.
I guess we will find out.
Stat alignments and investments.
Stat alignment. Oh yeah, we get to see stat alignments on this now. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I get to learn so much about Pokemon. Oh, and that just did all but 3% to the Archaludon. But that's pretty good amount of damage. And it is going to be the Flash Cannon. Oh, but into the Sneasler. I guess actually Jeremy's counting on Para. Full Para could keep him in it. Nope. There's the Hyper Voice, and Griffin Peters with the 2-0 victory with that Gardevoir team. I like what Jeremy had, but I think he wanted to show his funny Blastoise on stream more than he wanted to,
and like,
to answer the fairy type particularly well.
Don't get me wrong, it is sometimes a good thing to show off the funny turtle on stream, but like
Blastoise is a cool guy. Big fan of him.
If that like doesn't work for like one game, you kind of have to go back to like you have to go.
I know. I look so tiny in this chair. It's just like the fact that the chair is really.
They're just like low. Well, yeah.
I do also have terrible gamer posture, but that's unrelated.
But like, it also doesn't help. Like the back on this one is like sunken back, so it's like really easy to just like start crowd. Yeah, like,
it feels
I'm
really
just,
cozy to cast like that. Like, I totally get it.
Gotten like really sunk into the chair because I wasn't paying attention to how I was carrying myself.
We're going to break. We will see you in round number 6. Don't go anywhere.